In the middle of the desert, where temperatures can melt steel and sandstorms can erase entire roads overnight, something impossible happened. A city with no rivers, no fertile land, and almost no oil compared to its neighbors, turned itself into one of the most powerful financial hubs on the planet. Before we begin, if you enjoy deep stories about money, power, and the forces shaping our world, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. We break down global power moves in a way you won't hear anywhere else. Now imagine this. Dubai is little more than a fishing and pearl diving town. The skyline? Non-existent. The infrastructure? Basic. The economy? Fragile. Its biggest fear wasn't competition from New York or London, it was survival. When oil was discovered in 1966, it looked like salvation, but here's the twist. Dubai didn't have much of it. Compared to Abu Dhabi or Saudi Arabia, its oil reserves were small, limited, temporary. And that limitation changed everything. While many oil-rich nations leaned back into comfort, Dubai's leadership leaned forward into fear. They understood something most governments ignore. Oil runs out. Relevance fades. Geography alone isn't power. So instead of building a country around oil, they used oil to build a future beyond it. Under the leadership of Sheikh Rashid bin Zayed Al Maktoum, Dubai began pouring oil revenue into infrastructure, ports, roads, airports. One of the boldest moves came in 1972 with the expansion of Port Rashid, and later the construction of Jebel Ali Port, now one of the largest and busiest ports in the world. At the time, critics called it reckless, too big, too ambitious. But Dubai wasn't thinking about the present. It was betting on becoming a global crossroads. And that's the first lesson in how Dubai became a financial powerhouse. It didn't wait for opportunity. It built the stage before the actors arrived. The formation of the United Arab Emirates, a union of 7 emirates that created political stability in a volatile region. Stability is currency in finance. Without it, capital doesn't flow. But stability alone isn't enough. Dubai needed to attract global money, American banks, British institutions, Australian investors, multinational corporations, and global money demands 3 things: trust, speed, and freedom. So Dubai engineered all 3. In the 1980s and 90s, while many regions buried businesses under regulation and bureaucracy, Dubai introduced free zones, areas where foreign investors could own 100% of their companies. No local partner required, no corporate tax, no income tax. Then came a move that truly changed the game: the creation of the Dubai International Financial Center, or DIFC, in 2004. This wasn't just another business district. It was a financial ecosystem built on English common law, with its own independent courts and regulatory framework. For Western investors, this mattered deeply. It meant familiar legal systems, predictable rulings, enforceable contracts. In other words, trust. Major global institutions from HSBC to Goldman Sachs established a presence. Hedge funds arrived. Private equity firms followed. Family offices from Europe and Australia set up operations. And something powerful began to happen. Money wasn't just passing through Dubai anymore. It was staying. But behind the gleaming towers and tax incentives was something even more strategic: positioning. Dubai sits between Europe, Asia, and Africa. 8 hours from London, 8 hours from Singapore, a perfect midpoint for global finance. When markets close in New York, Dubai is just getting started. When London winds down, deals in the Gulf are heating up. It became the bridge between time zones. Then, just as the world began recognizing Dubai's rise, disaster struck. The 2008 global financial crisis hit hard. Property prices collapsed. Debt mounted. Headlines predicted the end of the Dubai miracle. For a moment, it seemed like the experiment had failed. But what happened next is what truly separated Dubai from the rest. While others retreated, Dubai recalibrated. Support from Abu Dhabi stabilized the system. Debts were restructured, regulations were tightened, and, instead of abandoning ambition, Dubai doubled down on diversification: tourism, aviation, real estate, technology, renewable energy. Emirates Airline became a global connector. Expo 2020, delayed by the pandemic, but executed with precision, showcased Dubai's global influence. And perhaps most importantly, Dubai leaned into a new identity, the safe haven. As political tensions rose in parts of Europe, as tax burdens increased in Western economies, as uncertainty grew in emerging markets, capital searched for safety. And Dubai offered exactly that. Low taxes, political stability, luxury lifestyle, world-class infrastructure. For entrepreneurs in California tired of regulation, for investors in London seeking tax efficiency, for wealth managers in Sydney looking for access to emerging markets. Dubai wasn't just attractive, it was strategic. But here's the real secret most people miss. Dubai's power doesn't come from oil, it doesn't come from skyscrapers, it doesn't even come from tax policy alone. Because Dubai isn't just competing with regional players anymore. It's challenging London. It's positioning itself against Singapore. It's attracting capital that once defaulted to New York. To understand that, you have to look at what Dubai is doing right now, not what it did 20 years ago. Because while other financial capitals defend their position, Dubai is aggressively expanding its influence. Over the past decade, global wealth migration has accelerated. High net worth individuals from Europe, Asia, and increasingly from the United States and Australia have been relocating assets and sometimes entire lives to jurisdictions that offer stability and efficiency. Dubai saw this wave forming before most did. When the world shut down during COVID-19, many countries locked borders and tightened control. Dubai reopened faster than expected. It rolled out remote work visas. It welcomed entrepreneurs. It sent a message to global talent: if you want to keep building, come here. That speed mattered. Then came another strategic pivot: technology and digital assets. While regulators in London and Washington debated crypto policy, Dubai moved early. It established VARA, the Virtual Assets Regulatory Authority, creating one of the first comprehensive regulatory frameworks for digital assets in the region. This wasn't accidental. By offering clarity instead of confusion, Dubai attracted crypto exchanges, blockchain startups, and fintech innovators looking for certainty. In finance, clarity is gold. And then there's the Dubai International Financial Center. DIFC didn't just remain a banking hub, it evolved. Today, it houses thousands of active companies, from global giants to boutique hedge funds and venture capital firms. It has its own fintech accelerator programs, innovation licenses, and a court system built on English common law principles that international investors trust. For a fund manager in Mayfair, for a tech founder in Silicon Valley, for a wealth advisor in Melbourne, that legal familiarity reduces friction, and friction kills deals. But here's the deeper strategy. Dubai isn't trying to replace New York or London directly. It's positioning itself as the neutral ground, the Switzerland of global capital. But with sunshine and speed, Dubai remains open to both. Capital from India, China, Europe, Africa, and North America converges in the same skyline. That neutrality is powerful. However, it's not without risk. Critics argue that rapid growth creates vulnerabilities: real estate bubbles, overexposure to global shocks, reliance on foreign capital. And those concerns aren't baseless. The 2008 crisis proved Dubai isn't invincible. But here's what makes the difference: adaptability. Unlike many legacy financial centers burdened by political gridlock, Dubai's leadership can pivot fast. And let's talk lifestyle, because finance is no longer just about spreadsheets. Top talent today doesn't just chase salary, they chase quality of life. Dubai offers zero income tax, luxury living, world-class healthcare, international schools, direct flights almost everywhere. For a hedge fund executive moving from London facing rising taxes, for an entrepreneur leaving California's regulatory pressure, the equation becomes simple. Dubai is investing heavily in artificial intelligence, green energy. Projects aligned with the UAE's long-term strategies aim to reduce oil dependence even further and position the region at the forefront of emerging industries. Remember, oil was never the endgame. Oil was the launchpad. The true product Dubai exports today isn't petroleum, it's opportunity. And that's why global banks continue expanding operations there, why family offices from Europe relocate, why startups choose it as a base for Middle East and Africa expansion. Because Dubai understands something fundamental about power in the 21st century: capital flows to confidence, confidence flows to stability, and stability flows to vision. The skyline you see today, the Burj Khalifa piercing the clouds, is symbolic, but it's not the real story. The real story is invisible. It's in the legal frameworks, the trade agreements, the visa reforms, the financial regulations, the deliberate positioning between East and West. Dubai didn't stumble into becoming a financial powerhouse. It engineered it. And now, as the global financial order shifts, as London faces uncertainty, as New York navigates political polarization, as Asia's giants rise, Dubai stands ready, not as an underdog, but as a contender. The next decade will decide whether it becomes a dominant pillar of global finance or remains a powerful regional hub. But if history has shown us anything, it's this. Never underestimate a city that built ports before ships arrived. If you enjoyed this deep dive into how power is built in the modern world, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel. We break down the forces shaping global finance in ways that challenge conventional thinking. Because the next financial capital of the world might not rise from tradition. It might rise from the desert.